Well, good evening, everybody. It's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. And there's explosions. Oh, wait. We got to change things a little, just a smidgen, so that I don't have to lean all night long. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hope you all are having a very pleasant evening. We are up here in the Northwoods. Actually, I was chilled today.
Chilling or chilled?
I was chilled. I was cold, a little bit cold. It was 60, it was less than 70 degrees outside and breezy. So it was really nice. I was doing some school prep and cleaning up my office area to get it organized, and it was quite chilled.
Chilled?
I was quite chilled.
You were chilling.
No, not chilling.
Well, we were working out some things here, trying to figure out a few technical things, guys. So, of course, go ahead and chat.
Oh, hey, how's it going? My volume is very low. I talk softer than he does.
Imagine that.
Sorry. Can you? Yeah, you're gonna have to.
It's as loud as it goes.
It's as loud as it goes. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn up your volume. No, don't turn up your volume, because when he talks, then it'll be...
It's turned both ways. So there you have it. We're going to have to go ahead and deal with that. Let me see if I can change some things here. And, well, let's go ahead and do like this. This should help a little bit.
Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now? Is it better?
All right,
or
folks,
is it worse?
You're going to have to turn your hearing aids up. That's what's going to have to happen.
That's as loud as it goes, guys. Sorry.
Okay.
Unless you want me to yell, which I'm not sure if I can do that today.
Right. So anyway, we have a list, folks. And yes, there are many things, items, and agendas that we need to attend to. There is even an important thing that we need to talk about.
Is there?
Yeah. The whole reason for having the thing on today.
Oh, that's right.
You're going to have to mumble louder, sister. You know what I tell the kids? It's really funny because inevitably what happens when we're driving in the van, some child in the back will go, and I'll say, what? Mm-hmm. And they'll go, and I'll say, you're going to either have to mumble louder or mumble in my direction.
Right. Right. And 95% of the time, they'll do that wanting to talk to me. Mm-hmm. And I won't hear them at all. And Brad will say, hey, hun, they're talking to you. What?
Yes.
I don't hear it.
Yes.
Because they mumble soft. You just... Yeah. Anyway.
Mumblers. Anyway. Mumbler. Yeah. Name that movie. By the way, if you get movie quotes, we are liberally distributing cool points tonight. And if you don't know what cool points are, if you make a comment that is clean, number one, clean, but also fits the conversation and you're quoting a movie, then you get awarded cool points.
Right.
Cool points can be used for absolutely nothing of value except we think you're cool.
Right. Exactly.
So, for example, when Christa had just said...
What did I say? Oh. What did I say? I forgot.
We'll talk about it later. When the light is green, the trap is clean would be one that we used from last week. Anybody? When the light is green, the trap is clean. Anybody? Anybody? Typing? We're typing. Anybody? I know there's a delay, but somebody, it's one word. Rhymes with osters. No?
I still don't remember what I said.
You're still going to have to mumble louder, honey.
I know.
All right. So, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Let's do... Miss Bugginess got it. Miss Bugginess got it first. So, one cool point awarded to Miss Bugginess. Okay, so here you go. Now, a friend of ours decided it'd be a good idea to text now. So, I don't
must
know.
not know.
I don't know.
They must
or they
not
do
know
Anyway, so
that
let's
we're
say
live.
good evening to a few people, and then we're going to get cranking here, folks, because, yes, we do have some important things. Yes, we do have some secret things, but there's some really, really good stuff going on. And, yes, it is true. I got pulled over today, and that is not a joke. But there's some cool things that transpired from it. So, but Mom, are you going to greet a few people on your mark?
I will try my best.
Get set. Start greeting folks.
Glenn Anderson, Tracy, Ann Waters, Scott M, Heather, my favorite, going batty, Joy, Delaney, Anna Mae, Becky, Joe. I should have got my glasses. Darn it. Arkansas Mama Bear, Christy Dennis, Ann Waters, Gray Dragon, Michigan Daffodil, Linda Parsons, Karen, Homesteading in the Heartland, Delaney, Christy, Heather, Anna Mae. I'm repeating several here. S. Hodson. I was going to say Dodson. Dodson. We got Dodson here.
We got Dodson here. There's a movie quote. Dodson. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's actually in the movie. That's not anyone saying
No,
nobody cares about Mom.
no.
Who gets the cool points for that one?
Right. Katrina Scott, Michigan Daffodil, Karen. Can you scroll?
I'm scrolling. On your mark, get set, go.
Okay. Donna, Connie, Michelle, Ray, The Happy Meat Farm. That is an excellent name, by the way. Pepper Leah.
Oh.
Oh, good Lord, I can't read. Bike contests. Lynette, Michelle, Sunshine Star. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm having a hard time seeing.
You're gonna have to put your
3
teeth
feet
in,
away.
She doesn't have fake teeth.
I don't have fake teeth. Can't you tell they're not perfect?
Did you see the shock? That was like, whoo. And yes, somebody already got Jurassic Park a long time ago. So Gray Dragon gets awarded 1 cool point.
Yeah. So, hello to everybody. Stop that.
Alrighty, folks. So, let's see. A couple things before we actually get into the meat and potatoes. Let's just do a little bit of recapping. Right now, yes, we do have some important information. We are going to wait for a few more folks to get here, and then we're going to reveal. Let's talk about Nana and Brutus. Brutus is best.
Nana is best.
Nana is best. I like Nana. Nana is best.
Brutus, okay, he has never, ever done voices for our dogs, ever.
No, that's the voice of Brutus.
That's the voice of Brutus until we had Nana. Then Nana had a voice.
Nana's voice?
And we have had, I don't know, quite a few dogs.
At least 20.
No, we've not had 20.
Or 400.
No.
Or 72.
No.
There are many dogs.
We've had a few dogs. None of them have ever had a voice until we got Nana. Nana is a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Saint Bernard, and we've had her since she was a puppy, and she's just delightful.
Yes. And let me see. I want to do something right here. Boom.
Oh.
That just happened.
So now Brutus has this voice, and he sounds like Patrick from SpongeBob.
Yeah, we don't really watch SpongeBob, but the kids
watch it once in a while, and it just seemed to fit him perfectly.
He's like kind of a cotton-headed Eddie Muggins, like that's from Elf.
He's just a big dummy.
He's
just a big dummy.
How are you?
But he's smart.
He is.
He's really a smart dog. He's just a very large puppy. So he's he's
Nana
all
is
puppy.
best.
Nana is best.
I like Nana. Nana best.
He lumbers around because he's this big dog.
Slamming into things.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, and from when he was little, and I should say smaller.
Yeah, he's never
he's not
really
little
been little.
Anymore, but
No.
from when he was little, I was the only one that would roughhouse with him because he frankly would hurt people by accident.
Yeah, and you're the strongest
And
one here.
I would wrestle him, and I'd do that. So now in the morning when he comes to see me, he lumbers and he runs straight at me. He doesn't do that, fortunately, for other people.
No.
He's smart enough to know, okay, you can't do that with anybody except Dad, but Daddy is best. Daddy play.
Right.
Daddy play.
Yeah, and Dad plays rough with him, and I can't because he is He's a solid 150 or more.
More.
And
he runs.
He's 8 months old now. Yeah, he's 8 months old now. So, this dog, I love him, but holy smokes.
The long and short of it is, we are not sure whether or not Nana is El Prego.
We will find out soon. Well, within, at least 60 days. No, we'll find out beforehand if she is bred. Probably in a couple weeks here, we'll find out. So
we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. So.
Yeah, but it is amazing how quickly Nana decided, no more.
Right.
Cease and desist. And now it's gotten back to the point of yipping and nipping and snapping. If Brutus is
too rough
making,
with her.
let's just say, unwanted advances.
Yes, if he's too rough with her, then she will, yeah.
We're going to call it rough now.
Right. If he's too playful, stop that. Family friendly, stop that.
People know what we're talking about.
I know that, but if there's children watching, they don't. So
puppy time with Brutus.
If he gets too playful with her, then she will put him in his place.
Nip, nip, nip.
So, yeah.
Like a woman with attitude.
Yes. She is like an old woman. Sorry to all the older ladies.
Yeah.
I put myself in that category because as I get older, I get more grumpy.
Let's just say that I may understand Brutus on a very deep and emotional level. I understand that it's not going to mute it. I told you this earlier.
Darn it. I tried to mute him. Stop that.
I told you. What I was trying to communicate, honey, was that poor Brutus, he pines for his woman. He loves his woman. Nana is so beautiful. And when I can understand Brutus's mentality. Stop. I hear him barking downstairs now.
Oh, my heavens.
Proximity, baby. Proximity to the microphone.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So we don't know what's happening. Anyway, Patterson Farm. Hey, how's it going? And yeah, we just caught that one. Okay, so eggs.
That's a good one.
Eggs. Our chickens and our eggs.
Yes.
Wow.
Funny.
You go there.
So we locked our chickens into the coop for 5 days. I think 5 days. And I can tell you this. I noticed a difference in the color of the yolk. When our chickens are free range, it is a bright orange yolk. But we had some that were not a super pale yellow like you find in the store, but they were a lot more yellow than orange. So anyhow, they were laying eggs in the nesting box, and then they weren't. So we locked them in again. Brad found a nest in a small little flower bed that we have out by the barn, and there was probably 6 or 8
in clutch.
That. Yeah, in that. And they were fresh eggs. You can test them, and they were fresh eggs because they all laid in the bottom of the bucket flat. If they're up like this on the bottom, then they're at least a week old. If they float, then they're really old, and you probably shouldn't eat them. Got to pitch them. So, found some eggs outside. So we locked the chickens up.
Yeah, because the rollaway box was working great until, like she said, all of a sudden they went outside and they figured out, well, why would I do that?
Yeah, I got a spot right here. This is perfect. I don't have to go back inside.
Nice and cool.
Yeah.
Glenn agrees. It's excellent, Smithers. Cool points.
Oh, my goodness.
Excellent.
Oh, boy.
So that's what's going on there. The geese and the geese are really cool.
They're so cute.
There's going to be some updates for the geese in the video that's coming out tomorrow. But they're named Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
And they're just cool. They've gotten to the point where they don't nip at you anymore because we feed them grass by hand. And now they're curious and they want to come over and see what's going on. I mean, Ferb, which is the smaller, less talkative one, because how appropriate.
That's how that goes.
It's
yeah.
appropriate.
Yeah.
He doesn't hang around as much, but he will. Oh, these geese are gonna like.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he will.
So other stuff. School prep.
School prep is starting.
Homeschool.
Homeschool, yes, not regular school, or I should say public school, because homeschool is regular school, just
It
at
is.
home.
Yeah.
So I am organizing my office because over the summer stuff got dumped up there and stuff got left from the end of the school year last year, and so I'm trying to organize that and get our schoolwork from last year put away and get things organized,
Ready to go.
and get them ready to go. I think I might have a wild burr, and I think I might need to paint that room. I think I need to paint it because.
Careful, because
No,
we're friends.
No,
we're
we're
with
friends.
The person who actually painted the
Right.
room.
The gal that lived here as she was growing up with her mom and dad, we are friends with them. And she is,
As a teenager.
she painted it as a teenager. She has begged
As a
me.
teenager.
She has begged me to come paint it. And it's just not worked out time-wise. But
I would say the description, if I had to describe it, and all love to you, person who will not be named, who painted this room. It kind of looks like if Barney the dinosaur got really, really sick and just puked everywhere in that room.
it's
About right?
Yeah, okay. It's rag painting. So she used a rag.
And she
used
beat the
a
wall
rag
of Barney the dinosaur.
with purple and navy blue paint. So that's it, and it's
It don't
actually
look navy blue to me.
it needs to be painted over.
It's purple.
It's
And
blue
it's like
and
somebody
purple.
just went whack, 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 whack everywhere. Tell the truth. It's
It
true.
is true. It's true. That's what.
It is true.
Yeah. So, oh, well, yes, Monica, we do homeschool downstairs, but my office is upstairs in what we call the tower. Because it's just the easiest space.
It's technically the best place on the entire property to hunt deer.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
warm, out of the weather
Right.
days. Why? Because I
Because we
have a
can.
360-degree view from every spot in my room.
Yeah.
This room.
Right. Right. So that's where I
Purple rain.
put
Sorry.
my office, because there was no other room downstairs or spot that I really wanted to have my office. I'm not going to take up a corner of the living room and have all my junk. And I honestly don't want to have it way down in the basement.
Absolutely.
Because I would be down there all the time, and it's not good for me mentally.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, no, I just caught a comment here. She's in her apron. Kimmy.
Oh.
They're homeschooling.
Yes, I did know that.
I didn't
She's
know that.
homeschooling her youngest daughter. Can't remember her name. Kaylee.
Yeah.
I think her name is Kaylee. I might
I
be
don't know.
wrong. But yeah, I actually watched that video today. She put something out about her organizing, and
She organizes.
it motivated me, honestly.
That's not why you got it out here.
Yeah, it really did. Seeing Kimmy organize made me think, okay, I really need to get going on this office and get it cleaned and, get stuff going before the school year starts. And we probably won't start until September, because we still have some more Shaylee, that's it. I knew there was a Lee at the end. We still have some more projects that need to get done before winter. So
A lot of projects.
a lot
that
of
gotta get done
projects.
before winter.
Wood, lean-tos, stuff like that. So
Yeah, interesting. Dan Schneider says you can hunt deer from in the house. Well, just so happens, Dan, that the 50% of the people that owned the house, who built the house, who we're still buds with, said they used to hunt deer from this room all the time.
and turkeys, yeah.
From inside this room. Because why would you go outside if you've got the view that we have?
No kidding.
There's fields all around. And they said that there were many a time that they would just, here we go. pop. And you don't even have to go outside.
Yeah.
And I know there's people out there going, well, what's the fun in that? Well, I guess that wouldn't be the fun part. That would be the I really like venison part.
Right.
So,
right.
Anyway, other stuff going on. I've been recording some music. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but I've been into Christian music since high school. Had record deals and all the stuff, tour buses and blah, blah, blah. As a matter of fact, our band played with a band that's really, really big right now. We played a lot with a band called Skillet. So, but I obviously am into music and done that for a long time, but been recording a lot. And tomorrow, for the folks who watch the Bible devotion, if you are interested in the Bible devotion, it's 8:30 a.m. Central Time, and it's on Big Family Devotions. I'm going to play one of the tunes that I just recorded. So the folks that are here that I know your names, you didn't know that, but there's going to be a new tune there tomorrow when we get going. But all right. So do you want to do that or that?
I can't read the second one.
Either way.
Oh, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the scoop. Yes, I did get pulled over. I have, in my entire life, gotten one ticket. And I honestly don't think I deserved the one I got.
Nope.
I did not get a ticket today. And truthfully, I was speeding a little bit. I was. Not a lot for you to honestly say, wow, that guy should have pulled you over. Because it was a 55, and I honestly, Scout's Honor was looking. I was going 62. So that's the truth. And I knew, actually, when the cop pulled me over, he was really super respectful. And part of we're going to talk about, it was actually a great encounter. It was a great encounter, and I'll tell you why. First things first, though. He asked me, I knew he didn't know. I knew he didn't have radar because he asked me how fast I was going. I was like, dang it. Because I knew how fast I was going. I looked down and I saw how fast I was going. And I knew it was speeding, even though...
It wasn't speeding fast. You weren't going
I was speeding.
You have exceeded the speed limit, but you weren't going ridiculously fast.
But he asked me if I knew how fast I was going. And I knew I was going to have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I knew it. I was like... And I said, yeah, I looked down. When I saw you, I looked down and I was going 62. I really was. You got me. I was. And he said, did you know it? I said, no, I didn't. The speed crept up. I wasn't in a rush to go anywhere. I was, honestly, I just didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And I told him the truth. But here's the thing. The reason why this was such an awesome encounter is that we both have concealed carry weapons permits, and we have for a long time, for many years. And I have never been pulled over while I've had my, Second Amendment device on me. And I have always wondered what's going to happen. And I did everything by the book. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. And when the officer comes over, you respectfully let him know, officer, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I need to let you know something. I have this, and this is where it is. And the guy said, thank you for letting me know. That was it. Mm-hmm. The end. And I kind of, okay, cool. All right. And then he said, well, I'm going to need to see this, and that. And we're not even going to go there.
I wasn't saying anything.
But he asked for my driver's license and stuff. And I said, well, okay, just so you know, where I just told you that's where my wallet is. What do you want me to do? He said, just get it out. Just go slow. No big deal. And he did.
Yeah.
But what was super cool, this was super cool. First of all, I know that in any organization in the world, there are good apples and there are bad apples. I don't care what it is, whether it's the military, law enforcement, paramedics, does not matter.
Right.
Can be working at the cheese factory. There are going to be a lot of people who are good folks, and there are going to be some people who are idiots. And so for me to hear how disrespected a lot of law enforcement is drives me nuts. Because that's a dog.
It's probably
it drives me
Brutus.
nuts because the vast majority of law enforcement I have ever met or know or are friends with are great people, and they're just trying to do their job just like everybody else. And I hate it when everybody's lumped into one gigantic pool of, well, they're all. No, they're not. They're just like you and me. And that guy wants to go home to his family just as much as I want to go home to my family. And he's doing his job just the same way as I'm doing my job. Are there bad apples? Of course there are bad apples in any career path you pick.
Yeah.
But does that mean that they deserve to be mistreated? Absolutely not. No way. Absolutely not. And so I the funny thing is when he understood that I was not going to be disrespecting him, and I wasn't going to flip out and start yelling and saying stupid things, and he understood, because, I mean, here's a little tip. If you get pulled over, here's a really... You want to go get him?
I'm going to shut the door. No, I'm not going to go.
You're going to get him? The dog is like whining right at the door. But when he understood that I was not being a jerk to him, and he was understanding that we're cool, here's a little hint. Yes, sir, goes a long way. A long way, people. And yes, sir, no, sir. Just simple thing. But when he understood that I was not going to be nasty to him and he wasn't going to be, it was fine. And then I told him, I said, look, here's the deal. When I knew, okay, we're done, he's getting ready to hand me back my, license and registration and all that kind of stuff. When I realized, okay, the altercation is done, he's getting ready to be done, I said, may I ask you a question before you go? And he said, sure, not a problem. And I asked him about Second Amendment stuff, and I said, okay, concealed carry. What would you do, because mine is going to need to be re-upped in the near future? Would you go about doing that, or would you just act like, hey, I'm going to open carry, or I'm going to do nothing, or I'm just going to keep it the way it is and not say anything to anybody? And then if, and what it did was amazing. What it did. No, police don't just want money, Augustine. No, that's not true. But what it did was it opened up this communication between he and I, and we ended up talking more about life stuff right then. Like, it was just amazing to see that the guy just is trying to do his job just the same way you're trying to do your job, or I'm trying to do my job. And it just so happens that he decided he wanted to help people at some point. Mm-hmm. Now, are there bad apples? There are bad apples, but it's vastly the minority. Vastly the minority. And so it was a great experience, believe it or not. Now, truth be told, here's the truth. I did not get any kind of citation, but it would still have been a good altercation even if I did. And I told him up front that I was speeding. I told him. So I had nothing to lose. I had, I wasn't begging, like, please don't give me a ticket. It wasn't like that. So that's me. That's me. That's where I sit with this thing. And I thought it was a really great way for me. And to be honest, I guarantee you that if I meet this guy again and he's not in uniform, we'd be buds. Mm-hmm. We would totally be buds.
Yeah.
Because he and I have so much more in common than we have different. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, people, is where one of the things I really hope that you'll hear from this today. I am so sick to death of politicians trying to divide people. Guess what? I don't know a good majority of you guys, but I would wager that most of us, even if we disagreed on some political things, we could probably find enough to be locked together, at least that we would call ourselves at least acquaintances, if not friends. Then we have things that divide us. And so what if you don't think lockstep with what I think? So what? Okay. But can we actually just learn to have differences and we don't have to tear each other apart over it?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Everybody is you're entitled to your own opinion. And no, I don't have to have the same opinion as you. Even Brad and I have differences of opinion, and we've been married for 28 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So anyway, there was that. So that's the getting pulled over thing. It was actually kind of nice. Hey, Augustine, if you're not going to tone it down, you'll have to go. So if you want to be nasty, then you can go. But I'm not going to let you just continue to do it. Well, you get one more chance and that's it. So, and people, if somebody's a troll, they usually have more accounts and they come back with more accounts. So.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's not.
Like I said,
can you just hang out?
You are entitled to your opinion, and so are we.
But just be cool about it. We're going to be done with that. So, okay. Here we go. Let's talk about fermented feed. Thank you, Augustine. So either you're going to be done or you're a troll. I don't know which he's agreeing to. Either way.
Hi, Beth. Just so you know, I said hi. I didn't see your comment earlier.
Who's Beth?
Beth. Where was it?
Okay. Thank you, Augustine.
Beth Miller. Yeah.
Augustine, thank you. Okay, so talk about the fermented food, because we have saved a ton of money on fermented chicken feed people. So tell them about it. That would be you.
The fermented chicken feed is saving us so much money. We used to feed our chickens one of those, the big plastic scoops. I think they hold, they hold quite a few pounds of feed. And so now, probably 2 pounds of feed. So now what we do is we take our extra cow's milk, because we can't drink 6 gallons a day of milk. And we take, 3 gallons of milk. I pour it into a water bin that it was a water carrying bin. It holds 5 gallons, and we cut a hole in it, and so we can pour the milk in there, and I pour 1 scoop of feed in there, and then it rehydrates, and then it starts to ferment. And as it ferments, then that whole bucket will feed all of our chickens and geese for 2 days. So it has stretched from 2 scoops per day for all of our animals to 1 scoop every 2 days. So it has reduced the amount of feed by 75%. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Let me see. Hey guys. I don't know. I see what's going on, but they're gonna have to chill out or they'll be gone. And
yeah,
that's how that works.
I don't know what we'd.
No, just we're gonna if they won't chill out, then they're gonna be gone.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Oh, I know what else is going on. And this may be even more incendiary. So for those of you guys who don't know, I don't know if you've noticed, but there has been a piece of legislation in California that is now going to actually be enacted that's probably going to eventually work its way into affecting everybody. And that's the price of pork. Now, for those of you who don't eat pork, don't worry about it. It's not going to affect you, so we don't need to, chime in on that. But what I do know is that if you haven't read, there is a new piece of legislation that was not, it's actually not new, it's just now coming into effect, that they're going to, and I think this part is great. There's two parts to this. I think this is really, really great, that they're going to start treating animals with more respect in that they're giving them more space. Okay? That, I feel like, is really, really great. Because if you've ever watched any of these movies on how they raise animals, truthfully, meat animals for chickens and pigs and stuff, some of it is so disgusting you can't even watch it. It's really, really bad.
Right. And
those are the laws. So the meat producers are following what the law has done. And so their entire business model is built around that. Now, I'm not bashing on meat producers. Mm-hmm. I'm not. Because they're doing what was required by the law. Well, now the space per animal is going way up, like way up. I think it was 6 foot
6 foot by 4 foot
per animal. Mm-hmm. Which I personally like the idea that these animals will have a lot more physical space so that they can actually be an animal instead of just in a box somewhere. Now, the unexpected consequence to that is inevitable. Prices are going to go through the roof because the cost of keeping these animals is going to be insanely high. Because think about it. If you are some kind of a meat producer that let's say that you have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 pigs, which is not uncommon. Mm-mm. Not uncommon. No. And you're set up for your pig to have this. But now they say you need this. How many millions of dollars are going to go into having to rebuild cages, barns, the whole nine? Okay. Here's the thing. I love the idea that the animals are going to have more space. Absolutely. Really do. But I think that maybe this was an unexpected outcome that it's going to be ridiculous. The smallest side of cost on that kind of meat is 22% was the smallest I thought. Yeah. I thought I saw. So I don't honestly see how this is going to be really good for a while, but it will.
The cost is going to just go through the roof even more than it already is.
Yeah. So just be aware of that. And for us, here's a for us thing. For us, it's actually not a bad thing because we can still pick up a pig in the spring mm-hmm. for $30. Mm-hmm. And we feed it our table scraps and hay and grass and grain and all the stuff, and it costs us a very minimal amount of stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we can butcher it, and we can have, how much did we get off those pigs last time?
Each pig, now they were the smaller size, they were the American guinea hogs, and we got about 150 pounds off of each one.
Yeah. And those are guinea hogs, so they're small. Mm-hmm.
They're smaller. Their max weight is 300 pounds. So, you're not growing the smaller meat producers pretty much. The Berkshire.
Are they called Heritage?
Yorkshires, not Berkshire.
Berkshires.
I'm mixing
Berkshire
up.
Hathaway.
Anyway, yeah, there's so many different breeds of pig that are the large, quick-growing animals that the industry uses. We wanted more of a heritage pig that takes longer to grow. These particular animals take 18 months to 24 months to get to full maturity, butcher weight.
Yep.
So the meat is delicious.
You know, that is one thing that's really different about it, is that it almost tastes like beef, like a roast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It does. It does. So anyway, be aware of that. And if you have the ability, you may want to go ahead and consider raising them for yourselves.
Yeah.
Because not just necessarily pigs, but chickens too, because everything is a trickle down.
Yeah.
Everything is a trickle down.
Right. So, okay, Monica's asking, how much freezer space do you need for 100 pounds? Well, that 150-pound pig, we got one of those.
The small one.
I think it's a seven cubic feet freezer, the chest freezers. And it filled half of that freezer, and then the other half was the fat that I'm going to render into lard.
Yep.
So, and there was a lot. There was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what we do is we raise two, and then we sell one of them to a friend of ours.
And that's nice, because if you have the space, then you don't have to pay for the butchering cost. And that's really nice. That's really nice, because then it's honestly mostly labor. It doesn't, I mean, because the cost of the pig is really small.
Yes.
And then getting them to the weight is not
expensive at all. You don't have to buy, all this expensive feed. Our pigs have eaten our kitchen waste, all of our lettuces and all of our pasta that we don't want to eat, and all of the scraps left over from the kitchen. Now, we did not give them meat,
because we're told it makes them mean.
It can cause issues in pork if you feed them too much meat. So we didn't give them any meat. And then, of course, all of the leftover milk. Yeah. They went nuts. All of the whey after I'd make cheese or yogurt.
Yep.
All of the
any milk that's left over.
Any milk that goes... Raw milk doesn't go rancid as does the milk you buy from the store that's pasteurized. Raw milk goes sour, so it's still hugely beneficial to the drinker of that milk. We don't like sour milk, so the pigs, they loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and then again, there's no waste.
Exactly. There's no waste. Having a couple of pigs to raise every summer is a great benefit to a small farm.
Well, and I know that there's a lot of you folks who really, 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 really like bacon.
Oh, yes.
And that's going to go up.
I really like bacon.
It's going to go up in price pretty hardcore here in the next year. You watch.
Yeah, I really like bacon, and I only eat bacon probably twice a month, because I know a lot of bacon is not good for you. So I only eat it a couple of times a month. That way our bacon lasts all year.
Mad Dogs, he was asking about the cost of butchering.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. So if you took a pig in, what does it cost to have a run to have it cut up? Well, ironically, when I went into town after I got pulled over, I was going to get some fuel for our tractor and some, stuff around the farm. And I ran into a guy who was friends with the Don.
Oh, funny.
Remember the young guy, the happy guy? I'm not going to use his name.
Okay.
They bought a butcher, a butcher shop.
Oh, did they really?
He was in front of us in line, and I've got his information in there. And he told us today,
the young guy that always did work for Don.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so glad.
Yep. And they bought a butcher shop. And I said, well, what do you charge?
Right.
And there's a fee for offing the animal and then skinning it and getting it off of, like, the guts out and all that. There's a fee for that.
Right.
And I want to say it was really cheap. It was $50 for that.
For the initial fee.
Killing it.
Right. And then
skinning, deboning.
The hanging weight.
Yes.
A lot of times butchers they're separate. There is the initial killing fee. Then there is the price per pound hanging weight of a pig. Then if you want hams, bacons, if you want those cured, that's an additional fee.
Right.
Now, if you're butchering a cow, that's different. It's the initial killing fee and then the hanging weight fee. And we have always, anytime we've taken it to the butcher, we have always gotten it back, cut the way we request it, vacuum sealed in packages and labeled. And I think the last time we got a cow butchered, it was approximately $250, between $200 and $250. It was a smaller cow. And then for a pig, it's about $200 because we do hams and bacons.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he basically told me that it's going to be 55 cents a pound, period.
Even smoked?
Anything.
Wow, that's really good.
He started, we do meat sticks, we're going to do summer sausage, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Meat sticks up here's a big thing.
Meat
sticks
summer
is a
sausage
thing.
and meat sticks.
Smokes,
are a
whatever
huge
you want.
thing, yeah.
It's 55 cents a pound, all of it. He goes, I can't do vacuum sealing yet, but I will.
Yeah.
It's double wrapped in paper. Sanitary, sanitary.
Yeah, so no, I'm going to say no on that because I liked having it vacuum sealed because it keeps it from getting freezer burn. That little extra, bit extra is huge.
It honestly does.
Yeah, it's huge.
It really does. So if you're not used to it, 55 cents a pound is a great deal.
Yeah.
It really is a deal.
So if you are buying a 40-pound pig, okay, and then you raise this pig and you get 150 pounds of meat after the fact, and it's $200. So you got $240 all in if you give your pig scraps.
Yeah.
If you don't buy grain. Now, we did supplement a little bit with corn, but most of their diet, most of their feed was leftovers.
Right.
So you're $240 all in, and you get 150 pounds. That's what, about $2 a pound?
Yeah.
Am I doing the math in my head right?
Close enough. Close enough for the government. And by the way, I think some people are remembering something. And yes, watch this. Don't get excited, folks. Brad's not going crazy, but check this out. He makes these T-shirts for us, and he has a business called Mr. Bill's Shirts, and he made these shirts.
He made me an apron too.
Go find Mr. Bill's Shirts.
I wear it all the time.
All right, folks. So here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. The secret is out. It's not really a secret.
No.
But we've been working so hard. It's been 6 months, and so here it is. Mom, go for it.
The cookbook is live on the website.
Yay!
Right now. You can download a copy of it on your computer within
seconds.
Within seconds of getting it done.
That's right.
Of getting it ordered, I should say. So
the cookbook is finished.
Yes, the cookbook is done. I've gone through it with a wide tooth comb.
Wide? No. I've tried my best too.
You know, after looking at it for so long, it's really hard to see any mistakes.
Do you guys ever feel that way? Where you read a document so many dang times that all of a sudden you don't even see the mistakes anymore.
You don't see anything anymore.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve says he already bought it. Was he the first one to buy it?
Steve? How could you buy it?
No, he was not.
Uh-oh.
Ardith was the first one to buy it.
Ardith?
Thank you so
5
very
cool
much.
points to Ardith.
So very much.
Yeah. And
awesome.
Here's the thing, guys, too. Just so you know, when you guys buy these cookbooks, yes, it does really help the family out in a way that's hard for us to describe. Because, yes, I work a regular job just like everybody else. I do video production and audio production. I record music and all this stuff.
Yep. We
also sell the freeze-dried food, which Chris is going to tell you about a little bit later. Yeah. But the reason why we sell the cookbooks is so we can honestly afford the time to justify making videos.
Brad does like you said, he has a job that he does other than YouTube.
Work.
Right.
Regular work.
So my help to the family is the cookbook. He does a lot of it. I do a lot of it. So it's not just me. I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay.
It's not just me, but that's
she did the editing.
A way that I can help the family.
And trust me.
Yeah.
She did a lot of grabbing the recipes. I would say I might have grabbed more recipes.
Yeah, on this one maybe.
But the editing is honestly where most of the time is.
Yeah.
Because even though I go, I forgot about that recipe that we used to make, and then put it in there.
Type it up, yeah.
And then I type. I only have 10 minutes in that, where she may have 15 per recipe.
Right.
So when you guys get that, we're really grateful.
Yes,
so it's not
much.
just the price of the cookbook. The reason why it's kind of a little bit on the high side, it's because we don't make really that much money off of doing this at all.
Right.
I mean, truthfully, we do make some money off of YouTube, but when you realize how much effort and time it takes to do this, you'd be shocked, because if you really boil it down, we're probably making like 20 cents an hour or some goofy thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's taken us months to do this. So
Well, and with YouTube too.
Right. But to do the cookbook, it's taken us months.
We're very grateful.
Yes.
So if you can, we appreciate it. If not, that's really cool. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just a kid called.
Which one?
Jonathan.
Which flavor child?
Jonathan called.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll call him back in a second.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that, boy, oh boy, it feels like fall.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was telling you guys earlier that it was quite... We're not used to. It's been 80 degrees plus, every once in a while. But today, it was below 70 today. Oh, it was so nice.
Oh, wait,
Just
I made
so
a different
nice.
screen. I forgot. Look at that.
Ooh.
What? Lower third?
Yeah.
Look at that. Hey, Mike DeFazio, check it out. Lower third, live streaming. Oh, right there. Mike DeFazio is a friend of the channel. He's also one of the moderators, and he would appreciate my nerdiness.
Yeah.
He appreciates the nerdiness.
I think it's going too slow, though.
I can speed it up, but not right this second.
No, not right now.
Look at that. Lower third.
Right. So,
Our weekly live streams cooking coming back? I would say probably. You just sent her into a panic, Steve Ganink.
here's the thing about the live stream.
Panic.
The cooking live streams. It's really hard. It's really hard. It is. He does a lot of prep for it. I do a lot of prep for it. And it's hard.
I can pick out easy. I can pick out easy recipes.
So if I have to show, not have to, if I show you guys how to make bread, okay, then I technically have to make 3 batches of bread, because I'm making one live, but I've also made 2 others at 2 different stages so that I can show you the rest of the stages. So it's a lot of bread, let me tell you.
I kind of feel like this is her setting up an excuse to not do it. Do you guys feel like that's happening?
I got school coming. Come on. Here comes the wine.
Okay. I'm going to say I will do my best husbandly thing to gently encourage. Would that be a fair way to say it? Gently encourage?
Sure.
But as a husband, you guys got to know, I love the chaos of the live stream. It says Skipperkey Philo.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
And sometimes things go wonky, don't they?
I have never been one that likes chaos.
Steve
you know
Ganink.
that.
Oh, man.
I have we have. Okay, we have 7 children. Now 3 of them have grown and they're married. But when they were all younger, having 7 children at home wasn't entirely easy. And so we tried to have controlled chaos, which we thought was controlled, but it's
okay.
Not by us. It
Name
wasn't
that
controlled.
movie, guys.
We did that.
No, different.
Oh, different.
Quote.
Yeah, different quote.
He didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to do my best to make it as painless as possible for her so that she can just walk in and here I am. I'm going to cook like Julia Childs. Yeah. So, anyway, Jurassic Park All-Star Chick got it. You didn't say the magic word. So, anyway, it is 8:05, guys. We're gonna try to keep going on the Sunday night thing.
Okay.
But tonight we're going outside and we're gonna have a campfire with the kids.
Yeah.
Because they've been asking for that for quite a while. Oh, do you want to just mention that right before the end?
Yeah, just real quick.
mention it, and then we're going to call it a night.
Okay. So, and this is just going to be really quick. As you guys, this is really for you, so that you guys can save some money. Thrive Life. I've started that sentence 3 times. As you know, we really like our Thrive Life products.
Yeah.
Done. I finished my sentence. It took me 3 times to get it going.
You got this. I believe in you, baby.
Thrive Life is having a humongous sale this month, and it's
actually really big.
All of August. When you have a delivery order, you're going to not save 15% off of your retail. You're going to save 30% off of retail. 30%
for the whole month. But you have to be a delivery customer.
Right. And then if your order is over $100, that's another savings because you don't have to pay shipping. So it equals out to be about 42%
if you're
savings. If you're figuring in the 30% plus the free shipping, that's a huge savings. Now, you don't necessarily have to spend $100, but if you want to not have to pay shipping, I don't like paying shipping. Yeah. I really don't. From spending this much money, it should be free. Anyhow.
Yep.
So through the month of August, you get 30% off of your deliveries, not just a one-time order. You have to have a delivery setup. And so,
Yep.
30% off.
And by the way, it doesn't cost you a penny to sign up as a delivery customer.
Nope,
you could sign up as a delivery customer and never make an order.
Right.
And they don't hassle you. It's really cool.
Right.
So anyway, that's honestly it. We're gonna call it a night, guys. Yeah. And
Don,
we are very grateful.
Real quick, asked what cookbook is the newest one, and it is the Big Family Essentials cookbook. I'm sorry we didn't mention that.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, you guys have an awesome night, and try to be nice. Try to be nice. And hey, no big surprise here either. If you know our channel, you know we're believers. And so no big shock in that we're going to want to pray, but we also don't feel like we should sneak attack you. If you're not a believer, we don't feel like you should have anything crammed down your throat, because I don't think that's how Jesus does business. And if you want to stick around, please do. Yeah. But we're just going to say a quick prayer before we go, but I figured it would be a gentlemanly and Christ-like thing to do to let you know. Yep. So we're not cramming anything down anybody's throat.
No.
So we're going to say a prayer and then be done. So here we go. Father God, thank you so very much for each and every one of these people. Lord, I ask that you would just love on them and bless them and let them know that you care and that you're not absent. Even through the garbage, you're with us. And I would just ask that you would show everybody that you love them tonight. Let them know you still care. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All righty, guys. You have an awesome and blessed night.
Yep.
And let's see. Can we do this? I think
so.
All right. Bye.
Good night.